Okay, let's write a major scale using the circle of fifths. First thing we need is a starting note. Let's use our random generator and spin the wheel. A through G, musical alphabet. And we're going to write a G major scale. Of course, there's also sharps and flats in here. Maybe we'll do one of those for the next video. So if we start on G, now here's the trick. We're going to just put in our note heads first. So each note, we're not going to skip any lines or spaces. We're just going to go line, space, and go all the way from G to G. Make sure your last note and your first note are the same. Now, these note heads are going to be in these spots no matter what, because we need each letter of the musical alphabet represented in any major scale. Now we have to figure out if we have to add any sharps or flats. So that's where your circle of fifths comes in. We can take a look at our handy dandy circle of fifths, look at G major, and see that there's one sharp. Now you can look at it if you know your key signatures. You can look and see that this is the sharp that's on the F line. So we only need one F sharp. And we can put it here, and we're done. Now, if you also just know that it's one sharp and you're not sure which one, that's where I've written these letters here. This is B. Giuseppe, I call it, and it's the order of sharps and flats. Now, if you go from the left to the right, that's the order of flats. If you go from the right to the left, that's the order of sharps. So if I say G major has one sharp, and you say, well, what sharp is it? It's always going to be the first sharp here, F. If something has one sharp, it's F sharp. If something has two sharps, it's F sharp and C sharp. Always has to be in that order. So if we just know G has one sharp, we can use this to find the order, and we see that it's F sharp, and we've done that here. Let's check that we've got a good major scale. And we're done. Let's try a more complicated one. So since the wheel kind of gave us an easy one there. What if we start on a sharp? So like we start on F sharp. What do we do now? Well, we do the same thing. We put our note heads in first. So don't skip any lines or spaces, and just move up the scale and end on the same note you started on, F sharp to F sharp. Now we need to figure out the key signature for F sharp. You can pull out your handy dandy circle of fifths, or eventually you might memorize this. So we look at our F sharp. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sharps. So that's almost all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sharps. Okay, we can go through and look at, okay, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and look at all of those. Or you can have your B Giuseppe out, and you would go order of sharps, 6 sharps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we see that everything is sharp except B. So go through, sharp everything except B. And that one we got to add manually like that, the old E sharp. And we have an F sharp major scale. Let's check it with our ears. Sounds good to me. If you want to learn how to make a major scale using the whole step, half step method, I'll leave my video for that in the description.